This is my favorite feature. I don't know what I would do without it. Let me give you an example. Shopping cart elite, right? Yesterday, David, who's in sales, he says, we need a few more appointments this week, right? So what do? I go here and I say, I want to see from June 1st up until today, show me all of the people that have at least one touch point that are registered in my system. So this is people who registered but didn't do anything, or they came in to us from email marketing, because what you do is once you put your contacts, your whole email list into our system, and when you start sending out emails, if they ever come to you through a link, there's a query string that you have to link them. So just to give you an example, if I'm going to send an email through Shopping Cart Elite to you, or I'm going to use some other email service to send it, and you go through a link that I give you, I will identify you to my contact in Shopping Cart Elite. So I consider that a touch point because you visited the website and I know who you are. Okay, so what I do is I say from June 1st to August 21st, everybody who had average engagement and at least one touch point, show me who they are. Show me all, and show me only the contacts. Right, so we have 1100. Then I'm going to say I want to sort by people who have not been emailed yet, so no autoresponders. So we have about, let's say, from this point on to this point. Once they're all pre-selected, I'm going to right-click, and there's two things that I can do with them. I can either create a ticket in our support desk if I want our sales team to call these individuals, or I could create an autoresponder. So autoresponder basically means that we're going to start emailing them on a personal level and see if they want to speak to us. I just selected a lot of people. It might take a second. But for me to all of a sudden target like an extra, I don't know, 200 people that we've never spoken to that I had no idea who they are, it's going to take me 2 minutes to find who they are and set up an autoresponder, and that's it. And now they're getting emails from us. So we have different lead types. We have inquiry, prospect, opportunity, and customer. Let's just say that we have an opportunity. An opportunity means that you quoted the guy, but he never paid, which is why he's not a customer yet. So you could say, show me all the opportunities for the past week, and then you personally can trigger an autoresponder and try to see why they didn't want to buy from you. So if your whole team starts to send out quotes, you can then try to communicate with those quotes on a personal level. What I use it for is mainly for emailing opportunities. So I have an autoresponder called appointment recovery. These individuals registered but never set up an appointment. Then I try to communicate with them. In your case, it'd be the same thing. You can say, give us your email in exchange for something like a sweepstake or more information about this product or a white paper, whatever. I don't know. Like usually for e-commerce, you could say, learn why our alternators are better than competitors, to find out why, they have to provide their email, which will register them in the system. And now we know who they are. So if they read the paper and they never bought it, you can just trigger an autoresponder to start communicating with them. I mean, I use this like every week. Without the autoresponders, there's no way we would close the sales we close, because there's only 5 of us and there's hundreds of people that we need to follow up, and there's no way I know who's who and who's active and who's not active. This is the way I use it. What I have Rock do is I actually see who has the most touch points, right? So look, I have people with like 34 touch points, opportunity hot, but he never called us. He interacted with us 34 times. Now our touch points conversion usually happens, assuming that we have a person that keeps coming back to us over and over again. It usually takes about 50 touch points before they sign up if they're doing research. So you could see that I just sorted, and I can see that these guys are almost up to 50 touch points, which means they're like super close to potentially converting or not converting. I did since June, right? You could say who engaged with us last week, and who's a hot opportunity and who's a warm opportunity. So you see it says hot and warm. Hot means the engagement happened in the past 48 hours, the last engagement. Warm means it happened in the past 30 days, and cold means it happened past 30 days.
Okay.
So that means that this guy has been coming back to your site many times. There's 34 engagements with him, and it shows you what kind of engagement he has. See, like if it's good engagement, that means he's actually staying on your site and reading your content. So 33 engagements, good content, hot opportunity. He does have 2 responders turned on. That's how Rock calls people. He prioritizes by lead score and contacts the ones that are more likely to speak to us.
Right.
This is my favorite feature because without it, I have no idea what we would be doing. Now imagine if all your alternator buying decisions were a minimum of 30 days and a maximum of 6 months. How are you going to manage that?
Right.
But because that's our funnel, we have a 1 to 6 month funnel, you can use our funnel to do like a complete killing with your customers.
Yeah.
I mean, you could really get creative with the autoresponders. You're going to be the first person to think of when they think about alternators.
Right.
You know, I have a funnel. I actually have a funnel right now. If you get on our value autoresponder list, this is my personal emails value content related. It's a 2-year autoresponder. You'll get an email once a week from us for 2 years.
Wow.
And I don't touch it. I developed it 2 years ago. I have emails from 2 years ago that are still relevant right now. And I mean, I'm sure you'll probably start getting them. But you who just spoke to us a month ago are getting my 2-year-old emails, which are still relevant for the next 2 years. And you can do the same. Like you can set up an autoresponder that says, hey, this is Adam just checking in. Make sure you're good. Make sure your alternator is still working. If you have any problems, let me know. Once a month, you do that. If his alternator breaks, who do you think he's going to go to? What is it going to cost you to turn this on? Nothing. It's automatic. You just turn it on.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I mean, to do the work for you.